Alright, today we will be taking apart this carburetor, going through it for a friend of mine, Morgan. Hopefully it'll just be the carburetor that's gunked up and this thing will be back to working. Alright, so as you can see here, there's just 2 bolts, probably 11 or a 10. So it's kind of like a Honda, so all of this stuff is all going to come out on these 2 bolts. So we have to take off these tubes, the gas line and the air line. So this fuel line is pretty bad with corrosion. So we're going to take a little screwdriver, stick it in. I'm going to go grab my PB Blast. Turn off the gas before you work on your motor or pressure washer. Cap will come off, like I said. This all should come off as one piece. It might be on there good. It's a factory seal. So this one hasn't been taken off, so it does have a gasket right there. It's on there pretty good. Alright, so we have 3 rods, one coming from a governor, one for the choke. Just take them off one by one out of those guys. And now your carburetor's off. Oh yeah, you can definitely see it gunked up in there. Definitely time for a tune-up. Another thing I'm going to do is go through the gas tank, clear it out. I'm going to put some secret sauce in there, get it all flushed out. Next step, we're going to take a small flathead and take that guy out, if you can see that. You want to be careful with this, not to strip it, because then you will never get this thing out. Alright, so unfortunately the valve won't come out without it about to strip. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a thin pick. I usually have a tool for this, but I broke it last summer. We're going to use a wind-up clip that comes off a tortilla bag. So we're just going to want to make it poke through, make sure it comes out on the top. You can see in the inner valve, you can see my tool going up. You can also use some carb cleaner to loosen up some of that gunk as well. So I would recommend a new carb for this particular machine in the future. As you can see, the gasket is broken as well, typically due to bad fuel. Gonna want to make sure this is clean. Alright, now that we have the carb put back together, we will go ahead and take off the fuel tank and get that all cleaned out. looks like there's some wires for the electric start, so we'll just leave this guy hanging. Looks like there's two 10mm bolts, and then of course you got your fuel line. So we'll probably disconnect from there and then take off these guys. Looks like there's a back bolt as well. These are fucking pain in the ass. Probably should be wearing gloves. Now we are going to dump this nasty gas out and put some cleaner in here, some gasoline cleaner of course, and get this guy all cleaned up. Alright, so we will be using just a bit of gasoline, some good old STP. Try and get that out if you can. Looks like that one just pops out. I can already tell it's kind of gummy in there, so I have poured a little bit of gas in here. Just a tiny bit of STP, close it up. I'll give it a really good shake. Alright, that is all cleared up. Typically I would use a air hose to blow this out, but currently I do not have a compressor at my home right now. So now we will put this guy back on. Alright, now that that's taken care of, we can start getting its carburetor finally back on. Now since this all goes on as one unit, it can be kind of tricky. Make sure we have it going the right way. Then I usually hook up the lines to the choke and the governor first. Just how you took them off. You can take a picture if it helps you. I should probably get some better camera angles, but working with what I got. Hook back up that fuel line. Just like so. Next is the cover plate. Remember your air hookup. Reconnect the gas lines. Alright, let's try it.